I am Batman. Welcome to Season Universe. I'm your host, Tyrus, and yeah, we got to talk about the new Batcave playset that has just dropped via McFarlane Toys. This is a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive, folks, and it is something that is pretty much a re-release. I mean, this is something that was released initially through DC Direct, and it's still through DC Direct some time ago. But yeah, folks, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about my disappointment. And I guess I was just silly enough to think that this thing wouldn't be as much as it is, but it is, folks. So, long story short, folks, I had been looking forward to this playset here a while back. I reached out to DH Hunter because I saw this backdrop. I saw this Batcave featured on his channel doing his reviews. And I was like, where did you get this, man? This looks awesome. He was like, yeah, I bought this through DC Direct some time ago. It's no longer available. And I believe he mentioned, I don't want to say for sure, I believe he mentioned that it may be available via, eBay, but watch out for those prices or whatnot. So, I appreciate the heads up on that. The eBay prices for this thing a while back when I checked, I hadn't checked recently, was insane. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this is something that I missed out on. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe they'll come back around. And then I saw McFarlane. He came back onto the scene, do the DC Multiverse figures. He started doing DC Direct re-releases. He started re-releasing all, as you can see, the Batman, Alfred, who actually was included with this playset. When DC Direct did release this Batcave some time ago, Alfred was included with this Batcave set. Now he's not, which is crazy. I'm glad he's not, because it'd be crazy for me to buy two Alfreds. I still have this one here through McFarlane's DC Direct line where he re-released Alfred. I never saw Alfred in the stores, folks. It was a situation where I had to literally go eBay for this Alfred. So some of these DC Direct figures I just had no luck in getting, and Alfred was one of them. I never saw him in our Targets at all. And so I was like, oh man, well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I have a Batcave to place him with. Who knows? We'll see. Fast forward to now, folks. He he drops the Batcave today and $225, man. And I don't know, folks. I understand that right now we're in the midst of times where prices are up. We're dealing with inflation and everything. Everybody's trying to make their money. But man, I was really disappointed with McFarlane in terms of charging $225 for this thing. I think this thing is way overpriced. Which, it's really no surprise for anything these days. I mean, we could say that for a lot of things, that, this should have been this price, this should have been that price. But I feel like McFarlane, for the longest, they have maintained this level of providing feasible prices to the consumer. And I feel like over the last few months, McFarlane has kind of gotten away from that. His figures have gone up a bit. They've gone from the whole 19 to 25 or $35. He's making more of his figures more of a collector's edition, so he can charge more for them, even though they don't come with the accessories to warrant that high $30 price point. I love this line. I think it's been a wonderful line overall, even though it has its hiccups. And again, I understand right now we're in the midst of inflation. Prices are up. Things so much going on right now. But I really feel like McFarlane missed the boat on this in terms of overcharging for this Batcave set, because, I was looking at the comments I was on Twitter. I call it Twitter of X. And I was looking at the comments that were posted in response to this, a Batcave reveal. And many people were basically saying it was overpriced. And then one person mentioned that the original Batcave, which this is basically a re-release, it was $175, and it included this Alfred here. And so $175, it includes Alfred. So I'm thinking, if you're going to delete Alfred, then maybe instead of $175, this is $135, possibly. I'm thinking something like that. You take away Alfred, it's a little cheaper. 135, 140, something like that. I think at the most this thing should be 145, anywhere from 125 to 145 at the most. Um, Honestly, I feel like I'm giving it that 125 to possibly 140 because it does have light up functions. I understand that we're in the midst of inflation and everything, but you look at Masters of the Universe and their play sets, and they're charging like 99 to $100 for their play sets. So I'm thinking maybe like anywhere from that 99 to 125, or like I said, 135, 145 at the most, I feel is the most feasible price. I feel like back in the day, and I say back in the day with McFarlane, I'm like years ago when he first started, I felt like if this was released maybe like a year or two ago, this would have been maybe like 114 at the most. I would say 114, 115, and people would have been like, man, this is a steal. Possibly 120, at the most. But now, and I'm surprised he's added the light up features to this Batcave, because right now he's dialing back on a lot of his features and everything. So very surprised at that. Again, as a collector, I'm just disappointed because I don't know if I want to spend $225 on this playset. I don't know. And it's just so much that's going on, folks, and you have your priorities, for things that you need to do, and there's just so many other things that's come out that you've gotten. And I think that's what we're all facing right now. It's like this is not the only show in town, and that's, I always say that about Super 7. And I collect Super 7. They're not the only show in town. There's so many other things out there that we want to dive into on top of our priorities, our responsibilities to taking care of, bills and everything. We have our top priorities, and then there's this on the other end that we are looking at, and it's just so many other things that's out there, so many other things that we find more important. I'm not thrilled, or I'm not impressed with the little Batman figure that he packaged this thing with. It's decked out in all black. Does nothing for me. I'd rather he just release another cartoon accurate Batman figure to place along with this Batcave. I don't know. Never been a fan of the whole. I think he was shooting for like a whole Michael Keaton thing with that, but I don't know, man. I just doesn't resonate with me. So this Batcave playset and exclusive Batman figure are based on the Batman animated series. Light up Bat computer that includes a full page of stickers to customize your Batcave display. Folks, I hate to sound like I'm just complaining in this episode. I do not like putting stickers on my play sets of vehicles. I feel like they already should be placed on these items initially. I don't feel like us as the customer should have to put stickers on something that we purchase, especially if you charge me $225. All the stickers need to be placed on this Batcave. So that's another negative for me. I just got to say that. All right. Never been a fan of putting my own stickers on my toys. All right. So full page of stickers to customize your Batcave display includes Batman's chair, a table, a scanner, and cave diorama backdrop. Looks awesome. Everything looks awesome from that standpoint. Playsets measures approximately 15 by 17 by 21 inches. Includes Batman figure, which I'm not impressed with. Package in a closed box Batman the animated series package. That Alfred sold separately. All right, so Alfred, of course, he's not included with this Batcave. And yeah, folks, I don't know, man. I'm a little disappointed in this overall. Again, man, McFarlane is really like lifting his hands from the whole feasible price point, that he was at years ago. And now he's basically like, you know what? I'm winding down. I'm going to let these prices go where it's going to go. They're going to do what they're going to do. And then I'm going to call it a day, man. There are many out there who feel like, you know what? This is a, grail piece. It is, I feel. I'm struggling with this whole thought of, should I try to do this? Should I not? But there are some people out there who feel like it's worth it. And trust me, I completely understand that standpoint. If you see something that you really want and it matters that much to you and you can do it, then, by all means, go for it. I'm just giving my opinion, on that. And that's the beauty of this whole thing, man. What matters, how much it matters to each one of us, it varies. And so if you disagree with me, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. It's just, and for those of you who do go in on this right away, congratulations. I hope you enjoy this play set. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I want to do it so bad because I want this play set. It's something that I've been wanting for some time as a Batman fan. It really fulfills all my needs as a Batman collector because I can use this with my Batman DC Direct figures, or you can use this with your DC Multiverse figures. I mean, it just really works as such a versatile play set overall when you talk about this Batman animated Batcave, and then it has the light up feature. So it's a win-win on that angle. On the other, I could care less about that Batman figure that they included. I love this Batman right here. I got Bruce Wayne here in the background. And I'm looking to maybe get one more other Batman. So I do have Batman and Robin here in the Batmobile. This is more the cell shaded Batman that we have here from the animated series, and I do have Robin here as well. So I do have another video coming up in regards to one of McFarlane's DC Direct waves from this line. So stay tuned for that. But I just want to share my thoughts on this Batcave. And it is available right now on the McFarlane Toy Store. So it is $225, and it is slated to ship sometime this month. All in all, folks, excited that McFarlane re-released this Batcave for people who missed out on it, like myself. And again, congratulations to anybody who went in on this already. I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm trying to see if I don't know, man. See if this is something that I want to do, I can do. Who knows? We'll see, folks. But, I just want to appreciate you all for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, folks. What do you think about this Batcave? Do you feel like this is a feasible price? Do you feel like it's a little too high? Do you feel like it's just right? Do you feel like, maybe this is just the times we live in and this price is just right or whatnot? Let me know in the comments, folks. I really look forward to seeing what you all have to say in the comments in regards to this new Batcave. Did you go in on it? Or are you on the fence like me? Or is this a pass? Are you going like, this thing is way too expensive? Let me know in the comments, folks. Also, folks, be sure to hype this video. That's the new thing now. That helps get the channel out there for others to see. Also, of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and of course, like I said, hype the video. Like, hype, subscribe, all that good stuff, folks. I appreciate it if you do all those things. It really gets the channel out there for others to see. And again, I appreciate all the support. And I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. We're in the midst of the holidays and everything. I ate a lot. I watched a lot of movies with family and hung out with a lot of family and everything. Had a wonderful time. I'm feeling a lot better. I was sick over the last few weeks. I'm feeling a lot better now. And again, appreciate you all for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And same bad time, same bad channel, folks. Till next time. Bye for now.